Now, if you're looking for a super cheap, super interesting, super beautiful pet to add to your family, then consider Yabbies. Now, Yabbies are very undemanding. They require a very basic, very cheap setup. They can go in cold water. They can go in your garden pond. They can go in a small filtered fish tank. Their demands are very, very low. And they're extremely interesting. They can be bred. But one thing I will say about these fellas is whether they get along is heads you win, tails you lose. So it's very much like, will your dog get along with my dog? Well, it's probably more brutal than that, because you put them together and sometimes they get along and sometimes they eat each other. So you put them in a fish tank and they're super tough, super hardy. The main issue that you're ever going to have is them deciding if they're going to cohabitate. So they're nice and cheap, and then you whack them together. When they shed their skin, that's very interesting, because it will look like there's two of them, and then generally the one that is shed will hide away for a while and then it will come back out good as new. And it's really important that when they do shed their skin, that you don't remove the skin. You want to leave the skin in the tank so they can eat it and get their calcium back. And it's very easy to sex them. If you turn them upside down, you'll see a little spike on the back leg of the male, and you'll see a little hole on each of the legs that are second from the front. But basically, these are a very cheap, very low maintenance, very undemanding pet. So once again, if you're looking for something interesting for your family, then there is nothing better value than trying out some Yabbies. Now, you do have to understand that if you put the Yabbies together, or even you put the Yabbies with fish, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And that's part of the beauty of nature. You watch it and you see what happens.